Well, hello my beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and if you are new, welcome to you as well. This is Christine, your DIY craftaholic. In this video we are doing winter DIYs, so let's jump right in. So I'm using this wood round that I got from Woodpecker's Craft, and what I'm doing, I'm just sanding down the edges. And I'll be using Waverly Ocean and Crystal chalk paint. So this is how I'll be painting. I'll be using I started painting actually before I remembered what I needed to do. So I took a piece of masking tape and I just halved the board with the tape and then continued with the ocean. I won't let you watch me paint all of this. I actually gave it one coat because the paint is very pigmented. So when that part was dried, I removed the tape and then placed it on the blue side, and I'm going to be painting the other side, drying in between as I go. And now it's dry. I'm ready to put my stencil on. I got this from Temu and it says "Let It Snow." So I taped that down with some masking tape, and I'm now using Apple Barrel acrylic white, and because I want it textured, I'm adding some baking soda to make it as thick as possible, just to my liking, not too thick and not too soft. Before I stencil that on, I'm using some Mod Podge to put that down so the paint doesn't bleed. Then I took a sponge dabber and I dabbed that on. And now that I was done, I took a fine paintbrush and I'm just drawing the snowflakes. I didn't want dots, I wanted snowflakes. So I did the white for the top and the ocean for the lighter parts. And now that everything was dry, I'm now going over that with some Mod Podge. And you want to make sure that it's dried properly before you start putting on your Mod Podge. Now it's time to embellish. I'm taking a piece of this burlap ribbon and I'm making a bow. Cut the ribbon, glue down the ends, crunched it in the middle, use a piece of jute cord to tie it. This ribbon I had also in my stash. I believe I got this from the 99-cent store and I've had this forever. Made another bow and I'm using what's left of it. So I did it the same way, and now I'm just using the scissors to dovetail the ends. And then I took a piece of this two-tone jute cord and wrapped that around both bows. And then whatever I took off, I wrapped that around the middle to just cover up the cord. And this is one way I make my bow. There are so many ways to make bows. You just do what you can with what you have. I got these greenery also from Temu, and I'm just layering them to make a swag. And then took some floral wire to secure that, and I did that for both feet. And to keep them on there, I'm taking my heavy duty staple gun and I'm stapling that down, and then trimmed off the end, and then add a little hot glue to keep them in place. And guys, just to let you know, you don't have to go out and buy anything. I would recommend that you go through your stash and use what you have. That is what I am doing at this point. So now to add my hanger, I flipped it over and I took a piece of this cord, measured the length that I needed, cut that off, burned the ends, and added some hot glue, placed that down, and then took a piece of paper and just cover the end. And this is done. Let me know what you think about this one, guys. Oh no, I wasn't done yet. So I had this pine cone and berry pick lying around somewhere. I glued that on, and then glued on some of my pine cones, and now it's done. So this is the Let It Snow challenge. This is being hosted by Tammy from the Rusted Willow, Ellie from DIY from House to Home, and their guest host is Aurea from DIY with Aurea. I will leave links to their channels down in the description box as always. You can check out the playlist. I'll leave that link as well when you get done watching my video. Next up are inspirations 2 and 3. Here is another piece from Woodpecker's Craft. This is one of their large laser cut sweater and their beanie, and I'm going to use those paint to paint that. So now it's painted. I'm taking this Chanel yarn from Dollar Tree. At first I was going to use the paint to just paint in those ridges on the ends, but then I changed my mind and decided to use the yarn. So here I glued it down the end first, and then I'm just going around and wrapping it. I did a few pieces with this process already. I will link that video at the top so you can watch that. And now I was done with the sleeve, and now I'm doing the tail of the sweater, and it is the same process. Glue down the end, make sure that the yarn is not twisted while you're gluing, and just go right around. You can stop at just do the front and not go all the way around, but I did. And here we are done with the bottom. Now we're moving to the collar, and the process is the same thing, but because this has a little curve, you're gonna follow the curve. And I think this turns up. It actually looks better with the yarn than if I had painted it. And I did the same thing for the hat. And now it's time to embellish. Now I'm taking my silk stencil. This is from Chalkatour, and I'm using some of that same True Burgundy paint. Stencil that on, just using small amounts. And then I'm taking a small paintbrush and I'm painting in the ridges just to give it some definition and make it pop a little bit more. And here it is all done. So as usual, you want to make sure that the paint is dried first or properly before you start adding your Mod Podge. Now to give a little bit more embellishment, I cut pieces of fern and I'm gluing that right at the left breast. Some berries, and I did the same thing for the hat, and these 2 pieces are done. I love it. Let me know what you think. Now we're moving on to inspiration number 4. These are just jazzing up Dollar Tree pieces. I'm gonna paint it black and gold. Here it is all painted. I took a makeup sponge and some of the gold paint, and I'm just dabbing that on just so it looks like it's galvanized. Let's say that, galvanized. If you are new to my channel or coming over from the playlist, welcome. I'm so happy you joined me today. Here on my channel, I do DIYs on a budget, dupes, look for less, and some occasional Dollar Tree shopping hauls and thrift flips. If you love budget-friendly DIYs like these and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing and be sure to hit that notification bell. Hit it again and select all so YouTube notifies you whenever I upload new videos. So once I was satisfied with what I needed, here I go again with some more of my glitter fern and a little piece of ribbon. I glue the fern on top of that to act as the base. This little bow I made from a piece of ribbon that I had. Glue that on top of the fern and then glue that on the sled, and that's it. Now it's time to pack it with some gifts. These little faux gifts are from Dollar Tree, of course, like I said, in my stash. And this little Christmas tree as well. So I place them in there and I'm just gluing them in place so they don't fall out. And here you have a sled full of gifts and Christmas tree. Let me know what you think about this piece. And for our next inspiration, decor inspiration, I took 2 of these Dollar Tree reindeer. I scraped off the glitter. I didn't like that. What I did first, I Mod Podged it and then gave it a good coat of this black Waverly chalk paint in ink, and I painted the scarf red and let it dry properly, and here I'm just applying some Mod Podge. You will see more of my reindeers in the final reveal. Now for the next one, this is one of their DIY decorate set. I painted the trees with some Waverly moss, let that dry, and then took a dry chippy brush and I'm just distressing with some chalk paint. And then for the root of the tree, I'm doing Waverly antique wax. And for the base, I did the same thing, painted it on and then used a baby wipe to wipe it off. Now for the house, I'm using some of the pool chalk paint, painted that and then set it aside. And once the trees were dried, I came back and I'm using some puffy paint. I got this one from Walmart. And those little ridges on the tree are where the snow is falling off. Now here I am again with the house. I painted the small side with the red paint. I wanted to give the appearance of light. So I flipped it over, cut down a piece of craft stick and just glued that at the back, cover that up. And then I took a gold marker from Dollar Tree and shaded in the windows. Well, no, for the door, I took a fine tip marker and just do a little design on here. To follow me on social media, you can scan this QR code to my Linktree address, and there you will find all the platforms to reach me. Or check my description box for more information. And then I took some Mod Podge and I just applied that with the makeup sponge. And then it's time to assemble it. There is something wrong with this candy. The bow is upside down based on where they put the little latch. So I just turned it sideways and glued it in. And then for added security, I just flipped it upside down and added some hot glue. Next, I took some Mod Podge and I'm just applying that to the base and then added some faux snow. And now it's done. Let me know what you think, guys. And now let's jump into our final reveal. I absolutely love how these DIYs turned out. Guys, let me know which one of these was your favorite. I really do like all of them. I don't have a favorite. Let's just say it. But you let me know which one was yours. I do like the way how the Dollar Tree hacks came out. The sled and the reindeers, I do like that. Here are the reindeers without a bow. And here they are with a bow. I had another piece of ribbon left. I just made 2 bows and attached and glued them on. And here is everything, guys. Let me know which one was your favorite. Don't forget to check out the host channels in the description box below, as well as the playlist. And leave me a comment and let me know how your Christmas is going so far. Have you decorated yet? Well, yes, I have got some decoration done. Thank Jesus. Amen. Hallelujah. If you love budget-friendly content like this and you have not yet subscribed, go ahead and do so before you leave. And make sure to hit that like button and that comment down below, because I do enjoy reading your comments. And if you love to watch content like this, I will suggest this video right here or this playlist for even more binge watching. And stay safe, my friends, until my last video for 2023, which is on Saturday. Bye.